Hello Pisces, welcome to Reflexive Moon Tarot. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. This is a full moon reading. Well, the moon is in sidereal Gemini, so that is the influence that I am under, and does not necessarily mean it is specific to this exact time underneath of the full moon. It can apply to the influence that these energies are having on the future as well. So this is a general read for you fabulous Pisces, and yeah, so if you identify as Pisces in your sun, moon, Venus, and Jupiter, as well as your rising sign, this reading is for you. Okay, so we have the Ten of Cups reversed, sadly. Your emotional realm is very, like, you're not experiencing any wish fulfillment. There's a huge lack of that, actually, which is your concern. This is at the core of your concern is, are you going to be unhappy, or you are unhappy with unfulfilled relationships. Maybe this could be within your family or friend circle. There appears to be some dysfunction, leaving you with feelings of emptiness. And but you do have a very healthy, balanced approach. Like you're grounded on some level. We have the Two of Pentacles here. Now this often also has to do with not just health, but career and money. So you're not completely doing without. Your approach to money is balanced. You may be out there working still, trying, just keeping your circle of money making moving on some level. You may not be bringing large amounts of coin in. This might be very modest work, but it's still work nonetheless. And overlooking the situation, you have that very grounded, career, earthbound, centered energy. It's quite abundant with you, overlooking the situation. So it's good that you are still tuned into that. Subconsciously, though, you are, you may have some issues with overconsumption. You could be having a hard time coping with this dissatisfaction in your emotional relationships, intimate relationships, and you could be drinking too much, not really coping with childhood traumas as well. You're not really learning, like if you think of a sort of dialectical approach to healing, you're not learning what it is, or you're not paying attention to what you already know. And the amount of like overconsumption and excessive consumption is not in your favor. It's quite foolish and idiotic on some level. So you need to put your emotions in check. It could potentially spill out, or make this it could muddy up this money energy that you got going for you. And you've experienced a great deal of heartache. You are, you've sort of, you've been backstabbed on some level, or you could have been involved in a situation where there just was a lot of malicious behavior. You could have also been, you could have been subjected to it, but also you could have been the person that sort of sabotaged the situation. There is, this, with this card, subconscious, or within your past, there has been, sorry, I'm like rambling here. Reconciliation comes to my mind. Reconciliation, forgiveness, even some forms of restitution as well in the past. and you have been able to overcome certain levels of grief and sorrow despite the fact that we have this reverse page here. So you could just be triggered at this time, and you need to sort of channel your ability to get and stay grounded. It's going to be tricky for you, though. You're going to really have a hard time finding the motivation to do that. You may be very depressed, and it's really sort of taken over your body and your ability to get out of bed. I feel like a sense of heaviness as I'm drawing these cards. It's a lot to deal with, whatever it is that you've been through. Even like despite the fact that you're very forgiving and open to the idea of reconciliation. And within your attitude, like you're not very tactful with how you are still interacting with people. Even though you've been given opportunities to reconcile, there is still like you're missing the mark. You're still almost rude or giving off bad vibes because of this Page of Cups. Even though you have this ability to make money and to do well for yourself, like your energies are really, really, really off, Pisces. I feel for you truly, but like I'm also feeling like you need to sort of shit or get off the pot. Like I said that in someone else's spread. It's coming through again. And just channel your intuition on some level. Seek guidance. Maybe from an unorthodox source. Like I don't want to like potentially like go see a psychic. I'm not saying that that should be me that you seek, but some type of spiritual guide, and that could be someone who's like culturally relevant. But yeah, just as a remedy to deal with this really negative reverse Knight of Swords, because like you kind of look like an asshole, or there's somebody sees you as that within your environment. This is actually your attitude. Like you really have a poopy attitude, unfortunately. And I'm not seeing why that is the case with the other cards that have presented themselves here at this time. So I really hope that you're able to figure that out, just because your focus is very off, and you may just need to go through like a sleepy period or something. And but yeah, that arrogance, there's like an element of arrogance that you need to put in check, unfortunately. And just watch out for just be wary that you are vulnerable, and don't act like you are invincible at this time. That's not gonna be in your favor, despite that being like a valid survival tactic at other times. So then we have the Five of Cups, and it's reversed. So the Five of Cups reversed, there is emotionally, like, people see that you're okay, or maybe you're putting on a good front on some level, and within your environment, people are seeing that you're picking up the pieces and moving on from, from this past, this conflict or dispute that you're trying to come to terms with and reconcile with yourself on some level. This is like one of those hard knock learning lessons that people see that you are in, learning from experience, and, accessing your reserve of resiliency. This is a setback, and it is within your capacity to recover from it. Okay, so Then we have the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. So there is, like, you are afraid of conflict right now. You feel like you can't really handle any more coming your way if there's any future fights. And there may be a battle, a future battle that you have to deal with trying to reconcile this situation of past trauma. It could be divorce, even just something in your past that you really need to get a handle on and change your outlook. Yeah, you've really, I feel like you've really been through a lot, and you're avoiding confrontation on some level. You just want peace and an end to hostilities, but there is still conflict and quarrels and tension. You're just sort of torn between what you hope for and what you fear at this time. It's very divided, and just like it's really it's a lot. It's like it's making me feel kind of ill on some level. Just sickness that needs to be healed. And then we have the Page of Wands. So you are going to, you're going to get yourself in a good place where you're going to discover new ideas, new, you're going to have a new outlook on your capacity for potential, and tap into that potential that like you have this very grounded, you're able to be grounded on many levels with the Ace and the 2 here, crossing over this sort of emotional defeat that you've experienced. So with that strong earth energy, you're able to rekindle your fire and really activate your potential, and explore what you're passionate about, and go beyond what your limits are. Like, as you can see, this person is reaching up, so you're reaching for the stars, or reaching to discover the beauty of this flower that's budding from this very well-grounded stem. So new ideas, new passions, those things all seem to be within your future. And this could be a person also that you're supporting who is like that as well. Like, this could be you and your future outlook for yourself, as well as the future of those who you are responsible for. So, getting inspired to take care of what's important, and that is your future. So hopefully you're able to actualize some new goals, and yeah, get that fire energy going strong. So thank you very much, Pisces, for checking out my channel. Please do hit that like and subscribe button if this resonates. And you can catch me on Twitch weekends doing live reads. So if you want a more personal reading, I would be happy to do that for you over in the Twitch realm. You can just check out my link tree in the description box. Thank you very much,